Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. All right, we are alive. Hello, everybody. So I'm just going to finish up the last level of the Power Washing Star Wars update. We're going to finish the rest of the Millennium Falcon. Let's see if I got any. Hello, Dom YT. Hello, how you doing? Hope things are going well. Just checking my inventory, seeing if there's anything to purchase. I think I bought everything here. So let's just get right to the Star Wars level. You're the only one, but I just started, so who knows? Maybe. Let's figure out. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to get to my levels here. There's a Star Wars level. Last one. We are about 40% through the Millennium Falcon. So I've got most of the undercarriage done, and now we are going to work on the top level. Well, Tony's always waiting. Typically, when he knows I'm going live, this is a bit of a surprise. This is a surprise. We call it stream. Oh, that was a big jump. I've been. Sorry, my brain's not working here. I have been live streaming the new Star Wars update for Power Washing the last 4 days or so, and this is day 4, and this is probably the last day for the Star Wars update because this is the last level. This is what the Falcon looks like underneath. We got a little bit of stuff under here, but this is looking pretty good. Yeah, Tony's always here, but Tony's got a life, obviously. We typically, when you get notified when you go live, that's because you probably hit that bell, hey? When you hit that bell, you get notified, of course. But sometimes Power Washing simulators, not everybody's bag, man. So I appreciate that, though. I appreciate you got notified. We are so just trying to get to the base of this one here. This has been good. This is a tricky one because of all the nooks and crannies throughout the entire Falcon. We call them greeblies. All the little pieces of when they build these ships. All these little pieces, like this part here and that box there, those little dots. That's what makes Star Wars unique. It's all the lived-in pieces. It's not clean and sleek. I mean, they do that with some ships. If you look at in Episode 1, they have Princess Padme's ship and all the Nubian ships. They're nice and sleek, and it's purposely meant to do that, to look like of a more romantic time, a more nicer time before the Empire popped by, and so it's supposed to look clean. Oh, there we go. Thank you. But ever since the Empire comes, things start to fall apart, and things look a little bit beat up, and that's where you have this look now. And so when you have all these little squares and rectangles and stuff, that's what makes Star Wars unique. Back in the 70s sci-fi movies, everything looked, like I said, clean, sanitized. And so you look at all those old movies from back then, it's so white and gray and silvery. And Star Wars wanted to go a bit in the opposite direction. Even, it wasn't a popular movie back then. It was where it was after. Once it came out, it became a huge hit. But back then, they didn't think it was going to be anything. When you look at it, it's like everything's just so kind of slammed together. And it's not just the Falcon. You're talking like TIE fighters, X-Wings, all that sort of stuff. And so it had that lived-in look. And that's what makes it so loved by a lot of fans. But it's a nice challenge. Oh, gotcha. It's a nice challenge for a lot of builders trying to, there we go, thank you, trying to recreate all these wonderful vehicles and such. A lot of even the costumes and the droids are found parts. When you're building a costume, you go to different websites to see, well, how did they make this and how did they make this? Blasters are all made of Earth-made blasters, like machine guns, but then they pop all these greeblies on to make it look otherworldly. Let's use the soap on this one. There we go. Oops. See, this is going to be tricky, all the different parts and such. Come on. I have a feeling I might need one of the machines to help me out here. This is the update's kind of weird when it comes to picking up things. Like, it says pick it up, but that's not what I wanted originally. Right there. I'm seeing a point. There we go. Finally, maybe it was out of range, but typically that doesn't stop things. Oops, want a little bit more here, right in front. Boom, right there. Has that hovering sound that I enjoy, just like a probe droid. There we go. Get it all there. Hope you guys are having a good weekend. Hope things are going well. I've been busy working on my armor. My Scout Trooper armor, unfortunately. My Stormtrooper armor is not in yet, but I am going to be doing some parts soon here. I really should get to it, but I've had to update and fix my Scout Trooper armor. I am going to work a concert, a Weird Al Yankovic concert. As far as I know, so far so good, unless I get bumped for other Stormtroopers, which is, Stormtroopers are more in demand than the Scout Trooper. So there's the risk of being bumped. But the fact that I have a good chance of being on stage with Weird Al Yankovic, that is pretty freaking cool. Oops, sorry, I gotta go wide. There we go. So I want to make sure that my armor is in working order. So I just replaced the chest piece. I tried to do a quick video on the replacement and the fixing, but as I was doing it, was just like, I don't know if it's interesting enough to post. It's oops, I just fell off. But yeah, I was kind of humming and hawing whether I should even post it at all. It's all right. I'm not thrilled about it, and sometimes I don't want to put out content for the sake of putting out content. But then who knows? Somebody might be having troubles here. Wow, struggling. Actually, I'll do the other side here. I'll just do the undercarriage. Sometimes you don't have to post everything. Sometimes you just have to just be happy with just doing some stuff quietly on your own. Not everything needs to be documented. Then again, if you're building a channel, maybe everything should be documented, right? So, okay. Looking good. You can see all these blast marks here. That's not coming out, though. You're not getting rid of that. I'm missing all the nooks and crannies on the bottom part, but that's okay. We'll get to that in a sec. Let's see if I can get this first. Maybe we'll just say that's good enough. I was saying last episode, the detail they put into Power Washing Simulator and just the vehicles is amazing. I really kudos to the group. It's great job. These are different things. Are these the same things here? What about down here? Okay, the underside. Okay, that's something. I can't tell where things are here. Okay, that's something different. It's odd. So I'm getting lost on what section belongs to what here. Oh, was that it? Was it? I guess that was it. All right. Well, there you go. Awesome. Hey, Tony. How you doing? I am here. There we go. Like I said, there's no pressure, no rush, no nothing. I just wanted to just kind of. I've been thinking about finishing this level like since yesterday. Tony's here. I was thinking about this level since yesterday. After I went off air and I was like, I'm leaving this for next time. I almost went back last night to finish it, but I was just like, no, I gotta do some other stuff. I had to edit one of Jamie's videos, and I had to get some stuff together for my own build for the Scout Trooper, all that sort of stuff. And I just needed to also not do things for the podcast. And okay, I need to soak this up. I have to also catch up on a couple of real Ghostbusters cartoons for next week. We're watching 2 episodes. I can't remember which ones we're watching, though. Was it 3 hours? Wow. What am I doing with my life here? I guess I'm enjoying my summer, eh? It's been busy. My back's feeling better, which I'm very thankful for. It's still not perfect, but it is better than it was. It is better than it was yesterday, so that's all I can ask for. Okay, is the bottom pretty much done? Oh, I forgot that part. That's a big chunk I missed, eh? Man, I'm gonna 3 hours. We don't need mindless time first. Yeah, but when you get older, it's funny. You start to think about like how much time am I, putting aside for myself, and how much time am I wasting. And as you get older, time starts to have a little more value. It's like currency, and that's always kind of the back of my mind now. And I'm trying to make sure that I'm not wasting time, but utilizing time. Time for yourself is good. Time to nothing wrong with video games, but getting too involved too much. Am I being productive anymore? I think that's one of the reasons why I want to. I streaming. It feels like, well, I'm putting content out. It's not great content, but it's content nonetheless. And who knows? Who knows who sees it? Heck, maybe the power washing sim people say or so, and just give me a little thumbs up or so. Let them know. Let those guys know that they're doing a great job, and I enjoy their game. But man, like I said, I would love to just never get. I never done live streams because I can't show my screen playing games. Yeah, it's tricky. There's a lot of technology that goes behind it that I'm not up to date with, and it takes time. You have to dedicate a lot of time on just the technology of it. Just thank you, Tony. Just the technology of putting up a live stream and how to share things and how to get this. Like, I'm on the PlayStation right now, and I can't put a video cam up. I don't know how to do that. It's probably a way of doing it. I've seen people do it before. Look at this. I think it's pretty clean. Get right in there. But it is tricky, and I would like to dedicate time. That's not the twirly whirly is not the one I want. Getting lots of apps to try. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of apps you can probably get. There's different types of cameras, all that sort of stuff. And I'm just like, I can't. I'm having troubles committing the time into doing that. I mean, if you want to get better, yeah, you have to commit the time. Learn how to be better at that craft. But it's been, you only have so much money in your time bank. I'm also, God, like, I don't even want to show my face on cam some days. I don't know if I want to be seen some days. It's just I feel like a mess. My room is a freaking pigsty because I got costume boxes open. I got Velcro hanging off. I got dishes I need to put away. It's just like it's a freaking pigsty here, and I got to make sure it's clean before my son gets here. But I think the bottom's done. Okay, I'm going to do this part here. This seems to be really tricky. Okay, let's back up. I don't want my son to come to a house of squalor. I have a mic and I don't even use it. Yeah, I'm using the head mic on my headphones. It's not even a great mic, but it works. It's enough. There we go. That's what I want to do. There we go. Looking good. And how popular is a game like Power Washing Simulator? I've seen people play this game online. The Game Grumps, for example. The Game Grumps have played Power Washing Simulator, but what makes it entertaining is not the gameplay, but it's the talking amongst the both of them. It's the banter. It becomes like a podcast with Power Washing Simulator just being played. It's like when kids are watching a video and they have to have like what's that game playing in the background? It's where they're running through the rails and the trains and stuff like that. I love my Blue Yeti mic, but my wife hates using it. Why? What's wrong with the Blue Yeti? I have a bit of a fancier mic only because we used to do our recordings a little more live, like in person, and so it's all set up with microphones. Subway Surfers, that's the one. Thank you, Dom. Subway Surfers is the one I'm thinking of. Yeah, so I've seen so many where they're just like they're talking about some incident that happened in politics or some incident that happened last night. I went to the club, and then they got Subway Surfers playing underneath just because we have troubles keeping attention or so. I think I'll do that in classroom. I'll teach math, and on the right there's Subway Surfers playing. I'd like to try that one day and see what happens as I'm teaching math. I I'm curious. It's like a social experiment. As I'm teaching like a math concept of like area or perimeter, and they have Subway Surfers playing on this side. Oh, there's something there. I may have unlocked it. I've unlocked it, the key. That meat's so good. This is looking good. Oh wow, I totally forgot the undercarriage there. Holy cow, that was missed. Yeah, it's a bit tricky here. Whoop, this thing's in the way. So if you haven't been watching the last episodes, we have cleaned. This is the last level. The first level, Rush Royale and murder mysteries a lot. Yes, I've heard especially like in Roblox, murder mysteries are a lot of fun. I've seen it. People play it. It's that old what do you call it? I'm trying to find the right word. Among Us. It's that sort of idea, right? Got these tasks where you're just trying to figure out who the killer is. But anyway, so for the last two episodes, the first level we were at Lars and Owen's homestead. So Luke Skywalker's uncle. I'm struggling to try and find the right piece here, which was really cool. It was a fun level. And then after that, we were sent to clean the cantina, Chelman's Cantina. Did I miss? I see I missed a spot over there. And then Wurher turned us in because he hates droids. And then we got picked up by the Empire, and they had me clean the bridge on one of the Star Destroyers. That was a nice level. I liked it was clean. There's a lot of flat surfaces. That's one I could see myself visiting quite a bit. Oh no! Before that, we were cleaning the AT-AT. Oh, that's what we were doing. We were cleaning an actual AT-AT. That was a tricky one, but it was fun. I think that was a really good level too. And I got to go back offline one time to clean it without using soap. That's one of the trophies. Don't use soap. And then after that, we went to the bridge, and that was a quick level, nice and clean. We got sold, according to the storyline, and then I guess we were picked up by the rebellion, and we were cleaning Wedge's X-wing. And then after that, we were sent to clean this thing. So there we go. Now we're here on the Adelaide. Did you make it to a snow speeder? No, there was no snow speeder. They were in the distance, like smoking away. They were all destroyed. But the AT-AT just sits there. It was post attack, so they had already attacked Echo Base, and they were celebrating. And there was a friggin' awesome. I'm still excited about this. The freaking awesome Easter egg where they mention Captain Nyrox. Captain Nyrox is when I was building my AT-AT driver. There was an AT-AT driver from called Captain Nyrox. And I named my AT-AT build Project Nyrox. Sorry, I'm not paying attention here. So when I saw Nyrox being mentioned, I was so excited because that's a deep pull to mention Captain Nyrox. So yeah, so they mentioned Nyrox, and obviously Veers was in there too because he's one of the major. He's the general there that was involved in the takeover of Echo Base in the AT-AT. So they mentioned him, and my job was to clean up the mess after the war. A part of me really, I really wish that they must have seen my channel somehow and know that I was into Nyrox. That's the vain part of me. I know that's not what it is, but that's the vain part of me. I want to kind of I want to be canon, but Obviously, this. Oops. Over here. Wouldn't that be cool? That'd be awesome. You know, it'd be awesome if they used my TK number from the 501st. No, yo, there's a Star Wars fan. Yes, there is definite Star Wars fan in on that team. To pull names like Nyrox and stuff like that, and the detail put into this, yes, there is a definite Star Wars fan in that group. You can't use the Nyrox name, or even like they mentioned a couple X-wing pilots who perished in like Return of the Jedi. Yeah, Jamie's on the power washing team. He hasn't told me. If that was true, I'd be honestly genuinely angry at him. Like, why didn't you tell me this? Why, I know he works in the video game industry. I'm not gonna tell you where and what point, what area or what games he works on. That's not my place to say. But he has said openly that he works in the video game industry, and I know what it is. But man, imagine all of a sudden I find out that he's been working on this game. I'd be legit angry. Like, how do you not tell me that sort of thing? I've got ideas, mans. I got ideas for days, mans. But you can't be like a low-level Star Wars fan and pull out names like they did. There was the two X-wing pilots from the last one who, those are deep cuts, and Nyrox, all that sort of stuff. So that's why he doesn't want to play it, because he's worked on it already. I'm so sick of the game, man. If I see this game one more time, I can totally see that. Someone getting sick of their own creation. And who knows, they may not even be a fan of the game in general. It's just, this is a game that I've been told to work on. Imagine working like at a golf game or something like that, and you friggin' hate the sport. It's a paycheck. Oh, this is not coming off easy. I'm getting distracted. I gotta do the sides. Getting a little bit distracted here. Oh, doing a little bit of Blair Witch. Sorry, a little bit of Blair Witch. I'm trying not to do the Blair Witch. That's not how I play. I play Blair Witch. But I know it's hard to watch on screen. Here. This is how I play. So I'm just getting in here, getting in here, getting in here. It's actually much faster. I know what I'm doing, but can you see how hard it is to follow? This is really hard to follow if you're not playing, because I'm already eyeballing things ahead of time. That is, oh my gosh, I can't imagine how difficult that is. You're probably getting seasick and stuff. So that's why this is a little bit easier to look at. But it is harder to control for me, because the right thumb controller is what I'm able to control the wrist. It is hard to watch, eh? Yeah, so the thumb controller is a bit jittery, and so that's why I'm not a big fan of doing it this way. It's definitely easier to play, but then we get into that mindset, right? Where we get into that zone where we're watching things, watching the enemy if we're playing like a shooter or something like that. I think this game would also be easier if it was on a computer with the mouse and keyboard. You can strafe and stuff with the keys, and then with your mouse you can start pointing in different directions a little more quicker. They're all coming clean. Look at that. And this one here. Oops, I'm stuck. Actually, this is looking pretty good. Oh, missed you. I'll get you in a second. Just worried about these little panels here. What are these called? Flaps. There we are. I'm now thinking about teaching with Subway Surfers in the background. Oh, that'd be too funny. I don't know what you did, Mr. Williams, but the scores in your class are out through the roof. Kids are getting freaking perfect scores. Thank you, Subway Surfers. Oh, wow, I missed a spot here, didn't I? Whoops. I fall down, go boom. See, I should be able to grab that, but it's not letting me. Come on. Yeah. See, it's easier when I use it like with non. Yeah, so would they be up because they're distracted? Yeah. See, well, that's what the experiment's going to find out, I guess, right? That's what we're gonna test. Be a great social experiment. Test their scores and see how they do. Now, there's so many different things to that, though, right? Because skill level, when you're testing scores, everybody has a different base level of skill when they walk into any lesson, no matter it's math, social science, whatever. So, whoop. I'm very conscious of that. But we don't do a lot of testing. We don't do their, test their scores in that way. Like, we don't compare like, oh, well, this class is doing 83%. The testing idea is a very American idea. We don't have school scores. I mean, we do have things called FSAs, and they do compare schools. But FSAs, not to get too political, but FSAs are a complete joke of a method of testing one's knowledge and understanding of a subject. You're only given like maybe 3 questions, and they're based on information that the kids have not learned yet. Oh man, I don't want to get political here, so it's just the FSAs. Ever since I've been teaching, have been an absolute joke of a method of understanding kids' education. Testing can be a great tool in many ways, but not every kid is great at tests. Yeah, not every kid does well in a test. My son had troubles earlier because of his dyslexia, and he's gotten better now. He knows how to prepare better for tests, and that's just a way of life when it comes to high school, and you're going to have to figure out a little bit. But man, just talk to him, and he understands better. Sometimes kids, I do testing I grade in different ways. Yeah, dyslexia. I do testing, or I do grading in many different ways. There is tests, because I mean that is one way to demonstrate your knowledge. I do project-based learning, so understanding your yes, yeah, I'm aware of that, Tony. That's right. That's why I knew you would. You get it. I do project-based learning, so they have to demonstrate their understanding of the subject, and try to demonstrate their understanding of the concepts through projects and through building something or creating something or doing something. One of my favorite projects that I do every year is called this thing called Adopt a Family. So around Christmas time, they have to purchase a number of items for their family. I give them a family that they need to that needs by. Sorry, let me try this again. I give them a family, and their job is to buy gifts for this family as well as a dinner. And they're given a certain amount of money, and they're given a list. ADHD, there you go. Attention Deficit Hyperactive Disorder. And I'm not familiar with. I'm familiar with certain students who have it. It can be very difficult, especially testing. Yes. When it comes to they give them the family. All right, you're given, and the families are usually what families they've heard of, like The Simpsons or something like that. But it's just as a joke. So let's talk about the McStuffins. You're given the McStuffins family. The McStuffins has a mom, a dad, a son, and a daughter. And your job is you have to buy these certain items. Here's a list of items you need to get. You can get more if you want. And you have this amount of money. You also have to get them food for dinner. And so here's how much tax you pay on clothing for kids. Here's how much tax you pay on food, and here's how much tax you pay on everything else. And their job is to budget their money, figure out the taxes, write a spreadsheet, and calculate taxes alone. Is just like, how do you figure out 5% of a shirt that is $39.99, and then how do you figure out how much tax you pay and how much money is the item cost after taxes? And then, okay, now you make a spreadsheet. And then after they make a spreadsheet, they have to figure out, okay, I've got $20 left. Oh, I've spent too much money. There's other parts of this project that's like, the kids can't be $10 apart from each other, so you can't spend like $100 on Timmy and $5 on Jane. They have to be within the same amount of money. You have to, you can purchase things online. We don't worry about shipping or anything like that. It's a lot more complicated than what I'm saying, but it's understanding budget. If my brain was in teacher mode, I'd be able to explain this better. But it's how to budget money, how to spend wisely, how to calculate tax. We do estimation as well. So how much money do you think this is going to cost? How much money did you actually spend? How much money? Okay, so we got like $1,000 to spend. How should we spend this? How much money should we put aside for food, for this, for that? It's a great project. And the parents love it. Yeah, Dom knows what I'm talking about. I knew you knew what I was talking about, Dom. That's why I was okay talking about it. But it is a bit tricky to find certain items and trying to find the right items. And okay, how much does that cost? And I got to find this type of shirt. It wasn't just a shirt, but maybe you had to find this particular shirt. And then Doc needing to buy things that are for doctor stuff, and this guy likes cars, whatever it is, right? So the kids seem to enjoy it for the most part. The parents really like this project because it teaches them how to budget their money, especially around the Christmas season time. I do it around the Christmas time because kids and families are focused on buying gifts for one another. This is not a Christmas project, but it goes hand in hand with the Christmas season and purchasing and commercialism. So, yeah, and then after all this, they got to put, and trying to find the cheap one too, right? Sometimes their kids are buying just the cheap stuff, and then they got to put it all into a project, whether it's a PowerPoint or a booklet, like a physical booklet. It was harder back 10 years ago when we weren't online purchasing as much, and you had to use flyers. You had to go to Safeway and get a whole bunch of flyers and cut them out, and cut out the flyers and put them in a book and prove what you're buying. Yeah, it was a bit trickier back then. Now online purchasing has made things a little bit easier, but documenting has made things a little bit more difficult. Because the challenge of trying to find the certain items is hard enough, but how do I show which item I purchased, and how do I screen capture this, and how do I clip that? It becomes a little more of a computer project than anything else, and that can be a bit difficult for especially grade 6s who are not familiar on how to use their I'm glitching here, how to use their devices properly so far. So. And I don't want to use too many computers in the classroom. I'm not a big fan of that. We already use a lot of technology in classes as it is. I'm trying to reduce the amount of technology in classes, but it is a challenge. So how to find that balance. Anyways, enough about school. I'm on vacation right now. We don't want to talk about school. Yeah, let's use this. Oh, there we go. That's what I wanted right there. See, this is too jittery. It's not smooth. It's like this is smoother. See how I move? It's a lot smoother and slower. That's what I want. When I use this, it just goes one speed, bat out of hell or zero. Bring the old Christmas catalog. Yeah, people are selling those things for a mint though. Oh, I have fond memories of Christmas catalogs. Those are the best. But yeah, they're not the same area. Consumers distributing, all Sears, yeah, all that sort of stuff. Back in my day, it is a different time, obviously. I can't imagine. I always remember hearing this joke. I can't remember what was it, Simpsons or something like that. There was always like the mailman was regretting the Christmas season because of the Sears catalogs. You know, having to deliver all those. Imagine having to deliver Sears catalogs to all those houses. That's got to be so much work. So heavy. Phone books, all those delivery times when people were delivering phone books and such. Whoa, 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 there we go. It is bugging out. I don't know why it is. Toys R Us closing. Yeah, sadly. There we go. That helps. That was very kind on me here. Yeah, baby registry is kind of like baby registry with Toys R Us closed. It's kind of it's harder to do now. I really don't want to support Amazon. Oh, hang on, Han Solo. Can't wait to get back on the Falcon. These furry critters are a bit too friendly. They want to eat you, Han. Ewoks love human meat. Lando is following up. These what? Oh, that's right. I forgot. He doesn't know what Ewoks are. He had no idea about the Ewoks. Long story. Just get yourself down here, bud, and I'll fill you in. Julia wants to hear all about your run, too. Are they going to do Chewie? Is he going to say something? No, I thought maybe they do. We still have a Toys R Us in Langley, and it still has the Babies R Us, and it still has a registry. But it's they're finding other ways to stay afloat. I dislike Amazon with a passion, but I'm having troubles. I'm having troubles avoiding it some days. For example, I've been trying to find white webbing, and so white webbing is like I went to a fabric store, and they didn't have the right thickness. They had white webbing, had lots of white webbing, but not the 2-inch. And like crap, and I'm looking, okay, where are some other fabric stores? And they're not close. They're like Michael's has some webbing, but it's all the same standard size. So it was 1.5 or something. It wasn't the 2. That's not helping me. But they had a nice selection. Oh, hang on, I'm glitching. This thing's weird. And they had a nice selection, but they just didn't have the right one that I needed. So like, okay, where else? And there's one in Surrey. There's a couple in Surrey, a couple in Richmond, and that's a bit of a drive. I don't want to drive 40 minutes to get the possibility of getting white webbing. And yeah, I could phone ahead, but a lot of them are so busy, or they don't have the right staff, or they don't have enough staff to answer the phones and say, hey, I'm looking for this webbing. Do you have it? Before I drive out, right? So that's a bit struggling. So I try to look up the online store, and so the online stores, some of them don't have the proper, aren't built for online purchases yet, which is a shame as well. So I'm down like, oh, do I just get it on Amazon? Is it going to be easier to just get on Amazon? The problem I have with Amazon, not just because it's Amazon and they're making like billions of dollars off the backs of hardworking people, and that don't get me started on that. Yes, but there's sometimes you get there and there's nothing there. It's annoying. I came all the way out here for nothing. But also, like, buying things on Amazon, I can't see. There's a couple of things. One, Amazon. I'm just looking at a picture. I can't see what the quality of this is because of the second reason. A lot of time Amazon is just promoting some cheap stuff. It's the first choice, because it's just cheap stuff and they're just trying to get rid of it. And like, I don't need cheap items. I need good quality stuff. I need to feel it, need to look at it. And the descriptions of some of these items is so convoluted. Like, am I getting what I'm ordering here? You look at the reviews, and some of it's just like, I don't know if this is real or not. I don't know if it's the bot or not. I don't know if it's a troll. So now I'm just taking my chance, and like, and I buy the wrong thing, then I got to return it, and I'm probably like a lot of people. I just don't want to bother with the return. And so I was looking at the white webbing. I'm like, I just need a little bit, just need 2 yards. And the smallest is 5 to 10 yards or something like that. I'm like, what am I going to do with all this extra webbing? So now I'm like, what are my choices? Do I spend gas money just to take a chance that it might be in a certain store? It's the amount of times I got to the wrong size of a part of a proton. Yeah, I need to see it. I need to look at it. I need to talk to somebody about it sometimes. It's just like, what's this material made of? Because it's unclear in the description. I want to support brick and mortar. It's getting harder and harder every time. But I'm just like, they're having a hard time competing against a lot of like Amazon stuff. Anyways, I'm not going to buy shoes online. I just refuse to buy shoes, except for costume shoes, because costume shoes, I can't not buy that online. But I'm going to make sure that I get it from a dealer. I have friends who may have purchased from them, so now I can take a look at it and say, okay, Bob's got this type of shoe. Let's take a look at the quality of it. Someone's got to be the guinea pig in this situation. You rely so much on word of mouth when it comes to the costume stuff. I'm assuming the same with Proton Pack. I mean, people are relying on Jamie and me to a degree when we talk about toys and tools and talent stuff. And so we want to make sure that we're not selling them a story. Recently, it's sad when more and more brick and mortar. Yeah, it really is. I want to support. Recently, so that I've had troubles with a certain dock stuff is great. I've had troubles with a certain Star Wars armor maker, Walt's Trooper Factory. I'm just calling it out because I have no problem calling this guy out. I made a whole video of me calling him out, so why not? Walt's Trooper Factory was a pain that took us to deal with. But man, everybody keeps recommending him. They're like, "Oh, he's great, da 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 da," and I'm just like, but more and more people, or not more and more people, I hear a lot of people complain about his stuff. Ever since I did that video, I've had so many people talk about how many problems they had with Walt's Trooper Factory. The items that they purchased did not come in properly. The items purchased did not come in at all. There was this that it took forever to arrive. I've had to contact him so many times, and he's not responding. Da 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 da. And so and those are the stories that I think need to be mentioned. I mean, he may have been good for one person, but here's some of the problems I've been having with it. So, and I want to support these people, and word of mouth is important. But then it's just some of these dealers are funny, because I recently was on Instagram. Me and my friend were like, I was looking for a case to put all my gear in, and I saw this Milwaukee case, and it was like $250, $300. I'm like, I'm not spending $300 to put my armor in a case for Milwaukee. And then my buddy got back to me and said, "Hey, it's funny you mentioned that, because this one girl, she's starting her journey on building a stormtrooper costume, just like you. Awesome." She's like, 30 something, young pretty girl, and she's now puts her per page. She's already got 5,000 followers because that's what sells, right? And she's got a good personality, whatever. And Dan's like, look who she bought the armor from, and she bought it from Walt's Trooper Factory. I'm like, oh, interesting. So she got from Walt, huh? I'm very curious about this now. Now my interest is piqued. I'm curious to see how she will dealing with Walt. And I got my answer real quick because she sold the storm. Okay, she bought the Stormtrooper armor off Walt for $600. I always watch the live and say nothing. It's all right. You don't have to say anything, dude. So she bought the Stormtrooper armor off Walt for $600. Said she got it on sale. He took $50 off, so he was going to charge $650, but gave it to her for $600. And so I was like, $600 American? He charged me $850 for my AT-AT costume, which is less plastic. And I'm like, what the hell's going on here? And so she got armor for a fraction of the price that I got my armor, which is a fraction of the size. And she was 5'1", and she had it custom made armor for $600, and she got it within 6 weeks. I actually reached out to her and said, and not to bitch or complain or anything like that, because it's not her fault or whatever. And she may have a great dealing with Walt, and nothing may go wrong. And I'm hoping nothing does go wrong. I'm hoping she finds all the success in the world with her costume build. This has got nothing to do with her. It's got to do with Walt and how he picks and chooses who he friggin' wants to help and who he spends his time with. Because I asked her, hey, I heard you're getting from Walt. How long did it take you to get the armor? 6 weeks. She got her armor, her specially made armor for small people, for a 5'1" person, for $600 in 6 weeks. I got my armor, the first wave of most of my armor, not all of it, most of it, in 5 months, and then all of it in 8 to 9 months. I waited 8 to 9 months for my armor, and she waited 6 weeks for hers. Why? I could speculate. I don't know. Maybe she knows somebody. Maybe she has a connection. I don't know. Maybe because she's more of an influencer. It could be that. Who knows? But freaking, it tells you the level of care some people put into their business, and how do they survive with that. I've had people contact me off air and say, I'm still waiting. It's been over a year now. Steve 3, he's had armor. He's contacted him constantly, and he's given up. And sometimes that's what they rely on you to do. They rely on you to give up. I forget it. I'll take the loss. I give up. And man, Walt fucked me over hard. Excuse my language. Walt screwed me hard. The time, the money spent, the quality, everything. I was so frustrated. And at first I wasn't going to make that video. I'm so glad I did though, because, and it wasn't an angry video. I'm more angry now than I was when I was doing that video. But man, it's just like, we rely so much on word of mouth. Going back to the original reason I brought this up, we rely so much on the word of mouth from fellow troopers. And sometimes it just doesn't work out that way, and sometimes it does, and I'm just hoping that my message gets out there so people are aware that it doesn't always work out. You need to be aware when you purchase from this guy. He committed time to this person and not committed time to others, and I'm curious as to why. I bet you he didn't complain about his health concerns or whatever. Waiting for my Redmond motherboard and my Proton Pack over 6 months ago. And that's the challenge, eh? A lot of these people are not companies. They are just people working out of their garage. And you have to, first of all, respect that this is not their main business. But at the same time, you're going to run, if you're going to sell stuff, you are now a business and you have to run it like a business or else you don't get to business. You're not going to have a business for much longer. Just because you're running out of your garage or out of your whatever, you still have to get that product done. And that becomes a challenge because we need to trust that these people who are taking our money are going to follow through. 10 months, that's a long time. Have you contacted them? There comes a point where you just have to keep on them. Hey, where's my elephant? Where is my elephant? And you have to be that type of person. It's like, you know what? If you're not going to do this, I'm going to start connecting with other people and let people know how I'm being treated. Sometimes you do have to go Karen. Karens sometimes get a bad rap. Sometimes. This is looking pretty good, by the way. I've lost focus. I was supposed to do the sides of the falcon, and I've been doing the top of the falcon. This is more satisfying. Apparently, it's still coming. Oh my god! Tracking number. Where's my money? Where's the evidence? I need the evidence. What is it that you ordered? Is it like I don't know what I don't know what it is. Help me out. What? Hang on. It's a motherboard. So what is that? What is the motherboard for? Does it make sounds or something like that? I understand people. This is not people's main occupation, but the minute you start taking money for it, you've made a promise. You've made a deal. It's time to follow up with that deal. Oops. You made a commitment. Oops, that's not what I want. I'm liking this what do you call it? Trident. Cleans up really quick, but it's hard to get in certain areas. Let's see what we can see there. Little pieces there. Oop. Oh, it's glitching. I don't know why it's glitching. I wonder why. I wonder why it's not running smoothly here. That's the only complaint I have with this update. It doesn't seem to be running as smooth as it could be. Pauses and stuff. There's probably so much happening on the screen. I mean, it's not moving, but there's a lot of detail. There's a lot of dirt in different areas of this thing. Like right there. Wow, it's just glitching. It's the back of the aluminum and Alice frame attaches to, and the shell, the pack attaches to that. I thought you said a motherboard. I thought it would make sounds or something like that. Why is it so glitchy? Stop being glitchy. Stop it. Oh my god. There we go. That's what I wanted. See right there. Do you see it glitching right there? That's so annoying. There we go. Oh, I missed pieces here. That's what's happening. There we are. That's what I wanted. I still haven't played the other level that came out. Not Star Wars related, but one of the updates also had a bowling alley, which I mentioned last day. I want to play that one. I might do that off screen though. I'm probably not going to do that online. But yeah. Look, oh boy, he's got blasted here. You can see some of the holes. I think the proton pack is the front shell, and more in film packs. All the electronics and lights would be attached. Okay, gotcha. All right, that makes sense then. Hang on, let's focus on the side again. Come on. Get right up in there. Right up in there. Nooks and crannies for all the greeblies. Hope you guys are enjoying your summer, by the way. What's the air quality like, Tony? Is it all right out there? Is it hard to breathe? Are you going to apologize to the Americans for smoking out their place? Freaking stupid BS. Sorry, don't get political. Trying not to. There we go. Wow. And let's hose her down. Oh, not that one. It was bad on Wednesday, but it's not bad now. I was working all week in it. So I'm like, yeah, I've heard some people saying like smoking a pack of cigarettes or something like that. The air quality's been so bad. We're familiar with that. We've had summers that were really bad. I remember the sky being so orange. The smell of burnt wood and stuff. I just realized I don't think I think he's. I think he mentioned that he's missing the satellite dish, which is that's what happened in the movie. Gotta take a look and see where was it originally. Oh, here it is. This is where it used to be. It blew right off. You think it'd be like more of a mess here, eh? Oh, I hit the wrong button. There we go. Done. That section's done. I'm just doing the sides right now. If I can stay focused here. Pong. If all our firefighters weren't in the States fighting the fires, we could have a better handle on. Yeah, we don't. I mean, we are a smaller population, obviously, and they made a commitment to help out down south, and I appreciate that. But now it's just like, hey guys, military are involved in that as well. We had a teacher friend who was in the military, and he says, yeah, we help fight fires as well. That's a commitment. That's a hard job. I don't envy them at all, and I appreciate what they do. Oops, sorry, I'm doing Blair Witch here. It's got to be more to it than that. I'm very well aware that I am not aware of the details, and there's probably more to a story than what's being said. Not because of hiding, just because of just details. I mean, everything's more complicated than we expect it to be. Politics is a complicated world. Bureaucracy is a complicated world. There we go. Okay, get up in there. They can almost on this side. I keep getting this mixed up here. There we go. Yeah, blaming can't afford it. Yeah. Well, Americans are going American. We can bring up the fact that they tried to poison Winnipeg back in the 50s. They were using Winnipeg as a test subject for prepare for the Cold War and didn't tell us. They were doing it to their own cities as well, but it's fascinating. It's like an Aaron Brockovich situation all over again. Of course they did. Out of sight, out of mind. That's how it always works, right? Wow, see, it's so glitchy. Oh, dang it. I'm trying my very best not to go on any watch lists, so I'm not going to dive into further. There we go. And I'm having troubles trying to find the right one. I'm trying to learn the sequence of orders here. Okay, is that? Okay, this needs to be tidied up here. Get in there, get in the cracks. Ooh. Get down here. Oh, I fell off. You fell off, man. Oh, I saw a whole bunch of this. He's picturing this droid using a blaster to clean up in his mind. He's doing this amazing job, but he's really just destroying and vaporizing everything. It is a blaster fire. You notice that, eh? Yeah, it's just a pew. Oh, yeah, I forgot you were still here. All right, let's get up on it. Get up. Come on. I don't know why it's having so much troubles. The glitching is just driving me nuts. I can't. I'm sorry. I'm having troubles like hitting the button when it's in this mode here where I only use the blaster. It's harder to pinpoint and to grab things or touch things. This is very big. I'm surprised. This is actually, it feels bigger than the AT-AT in many ways. Sorry. Okay. Whoa, I fell right down the middle. That's not what I wanted. Okay, you go over there. You get out of the way. No, go over there. You get out of the way. You come over here. There we go. Just climb up. Oh, I see you. There we go. That's what I wanted. I think that's... Now we got to do the underside here. Oh, yeah, I saw that. That's a bit of a mess. Oops, missed the stairs. Let's see if I can do the undercarriage first here. level. Yeah, look at all this. That's messy. Get a little top there too. Like I said, the soap sticks to everything, so it's easier to figure out what needs to be washed here. There we go, that's that. This panel here doesn't want to get clean yet. Alright, something's up here. Something's up. Go down one level. That's what I'm looking at right there. Can't seem to figure out the dirt situation here. Can I go in there? Oh, I almost did it. Yeah, it's coming from a different angle here. Where's all the green? Right there. The cracks there. Okay, let's see if that works. I'll clean that. It's not what I intended to do, but I'll take it. There we go. Okay, that's all one big piece, is it? How about down here, the underside? Okay, let's clean up top here. It's all one big plate. Oh, so here's something that happened today when I went for lunch. I had to go out and buy lunch, and I went to some sort of Mexican place. It wasn't like a, what do you call it? It wasn't Chipotle, but it was like a cheaper version of it. Kind of wish I just went to Chipotle, but that's beside the point. So I'll go in there, and I start ordering, and one guy pulls up loudly on his phone. He's just nattering away. Clean the outside, clean the inside too. That'd be cool. I would actually like to see that. So he's nattering away to a buddy of his on the phone. I don't know. He's just being loud. And he comes in, and he looks like he's coming in to pick up an order. He looks like an Uber driver, an Uber Eats driver. And sure, and yes, he is. The lady's looking at him, was like, "Your order's right there." He's like, "All right, thanks." So he takes his order, still talking to his. He barely says anything to the lady. He just looks at her because he's on the phone with his boyo, and he's like, "Okay," grabs the food, and then heads to the bathroom. And he just goes straight to the back with the bathroom to use the public washroom with the food. And I was like, and I looked at, I was like, did he take the food? And I started, like, she's asking me questions. Would you like onions? Or like corn? Da da da. I'm just not paying attention at this point. And I look around to see if the food's gone, and the food's gone. He went to the bathroom and took the food with him, and he's still talking to his friend on the phone. He's like committing like two cardinal sins. He's bringing food into a bathroom, and he's talking to his friend while in said bathroom, because you can hear him. He's freaking loud. And I'm like, and at that point, she's asking me a question about the food, and I'm looking at it, and I'm just laughing at this point. I'm like, ew. And she says nothing. She's just kind of just order your food and go. And I don't know what to make of this. I'm just like, I'm dumbfounded at this point. It's so gross. And then as I buy my stuff, and he's still in the bathroom, yapping away, and I thought maybe he works there and he's in the back room with maybe he's just an employee there, and that's the access to the thing. No, that's the bathroom. He's in the bathroom. And so I leave the restaurant, and he's parked his friggin' car like right at the door. There's a sidewalk, and he's parked like not even. He's like parking in front of the restaurant on an angle in the wrong direction. He's just like, it's like police officer. I'm Uber Eats. I get to park wherever I want, and that's what I've noticed. A lot of Uber Eats or whatever, Dash and whatever, pick your online food source. They park wherever the frigga they want to park because they feel they're in a special situation. I'm getting food. I got to pick up the Slurpee from 7-Eleven, so I get to park in the handicap zone. And I'm only going to be a few minutes. I'm just picking up food and going. It's just like, when did this become a priority? It's so. Not only did this guy. They're there to pick up the food and drop off the food. Yeah, assuming that they haven't gotten there too early and not blocking something. But it's just like, so not only does he take food and not even make real eye contact with the woman working there. He's just like, doesn't get off the phone. He takes the food to the bathroom. Someone else's food. Someone ordered this food, and he's taken to the bathroom. So he's breaking another rule there. Talking to his friend while in the bathroom. That just grosses me out. And parks poorly in front of the restaurant, like he owns the place. And that was just like, maybe he does own the place. Am I misunderstanding this? I'm like, no, he's in the friggin' bathroom. I was so grossed out by the whole thing. I am never ordering from Uber Eats or whatever. And then I see another guy coming out of the restaurant beside him, the Japanese restaurant, and he's parked in the proper spot. He's checking this. He's putting this food in the front seat on the floor so it doesn't wash around. He probably didn't wash his hands. I guarantee you that dude did not wash his hands. He needed it for the phone and to pick up the food. I'm like, where did you put the food? Where did you place it while you went to the bathroom? Did you place it on the sink? Is the sink wet? Like, so many questions came to mind when it was so gross. That just turned me off of it for good. I don't typically order from Uber Eats, so it's not really a stretch. But now I'm just like, no way. I can't trust these people. I know we put a lot of trust. It was on the floor 100%. Right beside him. He's just like, oh, I'm out of toilet paper. Digs in there, grabs the napkins. This'll do. Free. I didn't order chocolate. What the hell? But it's just like, I know we put a lot of trust in the employees that work in a restaurant, and we put a lot of trust in the fact that they're not spitting in our food and stuff. But at the very least, they are being watched or managed by a store manager or something like that. There is some accountability, I feel, that can be caught. But not with Uber Eats drivers. There's no accountability. Yeah, you can maybe make a complaint on the app, but I feel is just talking into the void. It just feels like I don't trust people as it is. So how am I going to trust some guy who's just taxing my food? The camera at the very least. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, that's why I'm just wanted to. It's so gross. We've really fallen apart here as a society. This is where my last stand is on the food situation. The societal downfalls because of food. Oh God, it's just gross to think about. Like I ordered pizza from Domino's just recently, and it's rare. I mean, the Domino's delivery just left it on the floor, just on front of my door. I remember them doing that during COVID, just because of the distancing and stuff. But this is the first time Domino's has done it since COVID, and I was like, dude, what are you leaving my food on the ground where the ants and the bugs are? You're lucky I saw you. He knocked on the door real quick, then walked away. And I was just like, ugh. But I don't know. It's just most of the time Domino's will actually knock on your door, smile, and hand it to you and stuff, and I will tip them. I always do. I always do tip them. I don't have to pay extra just to get my food in on time and warm. All right, enough about that. I'm not going to complain about that anymore. You know what grinds my gears? Old man shaking fisted cloud. That's what it's turned out to be, isn't it? But if I had a problem with the delivery driver, and that I've had in the past, food was like, it felt like it was upside down or something like that, I would contact Domino's, and they did right by it. I don't feel the same could be said if you're ordered from Uber Eats, and the food company will wash their hands of the situation, and Uber Eats will just delay the thing. I don't know. I'm talking too much about this situation. I'm done talking about that. You know what grinds my gears? I have many times thought about doing just a podcast. What pisses me off? You know what pisses me off? People who drive with their dogs in their laps. What's the deal with that? Friggin' hate that, by the way. Your dog should not be on your lap when you're driving a goddamn vehicle. Put the dog in the back seat. That sucker's going through a window. It's gonna be a lawn dart. With Uber, the problem is they'll refund you the money and not fix the problem with the food right away. You have to reorder it all. Yeah, really? I don't want to reorder it again. So basically, this meal sucked, but next meal will be better, sort of thing. But I'm hungry now. Sorry, I'll stop. Oh, Hot Soul's back. Hey, Lando, can you bring P0 along when you fly? Is this not it? Is there another mission after this? Lando knows me by name. Sure. He knows me. He really knows me. Good. I think 3PO needs some relief. These fuzzballs are pretty intense. Oh, you just want me to babysit, is that it? Am I watching an Ewok? Gotta hose those suckers down. Tell B0 that they'll be treated like a god down here. That'd be funny if I hose down an Ewok. What does a wet Ewok look like? I feel like I'm missing some spots here. Look at all these green spots on top port side. Oh gosh, I'm missing quite a bit. Maybe it's up here. Oh, yeah, I see some stuff in there. All right. There we go. That was a big chunk right there. Okay, so now I got a lot. Oh, there we go. That's that. Awesome. I'll get that. Get these holes here. It's actually quite forgiving, thankfully. The Angry Video Game Nerd used to do a show, you know what's bullshit? And he used to do a show about things that tick him off. And I always appreciated that. Just listening to somebody complain about things. He actually just had a new video come out within the last week or two. I gotta check it out. I can't believe everybody's making, bugging it. Like, I shouldn't say everybody. I was looking at some posts, and there's like, where did his hair go? Dude, he's been doing this job for like so long now. Of course, he's getting old. He's a dad. He's I don't know why it's a big deal. The internet's mean. Harping on him because he's losing his hair. Yeah, no kidding. You don't say. Wonder why that is. Age, they said age doesn't do that. It's still fun to watch. I really enjoy it, but he's still kind of goofy and weird. I have no hair. Yeah, I've lost a lot of mine. It's just the way it is. It's not great. I mean, I'm not thrilled about it. Rather, I didn't. But I mean, it's the situation it is right now. Grown past it. There you go. Oh! I almost fell down. Whoa! Almost fell down. Woo, there we go. Woo. This is gonna be. I get a nice little ding out of this one. I like doing this. This is nice and slow. I don't know. What should you make for dinner? Tacos. There you go. It's the first thing that came to my mind. Beef dip. Honey garlic chicken. Pierogies. Oh, that's a good call. Pierogies is a great call. With some obviously cheese and onions. That's good. I hate cooking. I don't like cooking. It just takes too much time. But I wish I knew how to cook. I just wish I knew how to cook better. I think my son wishes I knew how to cook better. Fried onions, bacon, yeah. I usually leave the bacon out because the bacon itself, I don't eat enough bacon to justify getting a whole package of it. And I just, like, they do make, there's pre-cooked bacon, but I just, like, it's too expensive and I can't justify buying it, so. Remember speaking of pre-cooked bacon, I would love to know how to use my crock pot better. That's what I would like to do to know how to use. I got one. Jamie gave me one as a home. Jamie and HR gave me one when I moved into the place years ago. It's a Star Wars one. It's a nice size. It's not too big. It's enough for like 2-3 people. And I have never used it, and I feel I should use it. It's pretty straightforward, but it's just like I get distracted with other things. I should learn how to use it, really. There we go. That's so satisfying. Look at that. And back. And forward. Isn't that nice right there? Look at that. Look at that. Back. And forward. Food in the morning. Cooks all day, come home to an amazing smelling house and the food. That's what I hear. That's what I've been told. Rumor has it. Oh wow, I missed all this section right here, didn't I? There we go. And I missed this section right here. go. We're 83% done. We're through the looking glass, people. I just need good recipes, exactly. And I go on, when I'm on Facebook or Instagram or YouTube or whatever, I do see shorts of people just making some very simple recipes like, oh, that's really good. But, it's just like I forget within seconds because I have the mind of a goldfish at times. And go. You hear the bubbling away, right? Look how soapy this is. Oh, look how soapy that is. Oops, that's not what I wanted. That's what I want right there. I haven't heard a Wilhelm scream in a while. I wonder why. Come on, this has got to be clean, right? Oh, this is all of this. Oh, okay. The soap is blinding. Do I hear it from all these scenes where I've heard it in the films? Possibly? I don't know. I don't remember hearing a Wilhelm scream in the cantina in the movie, but I did hear it in the game during that level. I mean, the Wilhelm scream was the first time it was used in Star Wars was during the Death Star. That's when one of the TKs fell. So I think it's just there for ambiance more than anything else in this game. I mean, they had Jawas nattering at one point. Just ambiance sound, really. It's looking clean. Give me more dings. More dings. Ding-a-ding-ding. Ring-a-ding-ding, Judy. Oh, I missed all that, didn't I? How is this not clean yet? I'll get that. I'm gonna do this one last. I think I'll do the satellite dish holder last. I really wish I was in Victoria right now, just chilling out there. I mean, I am looking forward to going to West Edmonton Mall, but I'm just like, Victoria's kind of my home away from home. I will be going to Victoria later in August for a troop. I've been watching this YouTube channel of this couple from England who bought a van and is traveling across Canada. They've done this for a while in different countries. They went to Australia and stuff like that. I didn't know about them until just recently because they just happened to be in Victoria, and just watching these people just kind of be in awe of Victoria and how green it is and all this sort of stuff. I don't normally watch YouTubers, traveling YouTubers. It's not my thing. But this couple is so cute and they're kind and it's just when you're in when you see them in a place that you're familiar with, it's interesting to see what other people think of it as an outsider. And they're just like, oh my god, look at how green this place is. Is it green everywhere? And it's just and they're so nervous about getting off the ferry, which I've done 1,000 times, but it's just like just their experience of being on a ferry for the first time and driving onto the ferry and all this sort of stuff. It's just really cool to see this couple. So I'm following their journey. I don't know how much longer I'll follow her because then they go into the rest of Canada, and I'm just like, I just kind of like them experiencing the island right now because it's going to be very different when they go to places like Vancouver for one, and then what do you say, like just Edmonton or just in the prairies, Ontario, the Maritimes. It'll be interesting. They bought a van, and they're living in this van and stuff. And I don't know how people can do that. Not the living in the van part, but just the affordability. Like, where do they make their money? How do they make their money while living in a van down by the river? That used to be a joke. Just ask Mr. Farley. I mean, these people probably make their money based on like the money from the YouTube channel, but some people do that without a YouTube channel. It's just what they do. I was like, this other one came across. I guess once I started watching that video, more videos like that came across my algorithm. And there's this one girl. She's in her mid-20s, and she was just like repairing a lookout station, a forest fire lookout station, and she's just painting away and doing some sanding and stuff, and she looks like she's like just out of high school, and here she is just fixing things in this abandoned forest fire station that's been just, I guess, abandoned, as I said. And she's just repairing it and getting rid of the rats and stuff, and she just hangs out, and the view is friggin' beautiful. I think it's somewhere in the States, somewhere in the Rocky Mountains or whatever. It's just gorgeous. But she lives in lives in the van, and then she hikes back up to the station, brings paint with her. She's doing, like, the forest company's not asking her to do this. She's doing it out of the kindness of her heart. And it's just like, it's fascinating. And it was just really cool to see these areas where people are just like, I'm just going to stay in this ranger station overnight or something like that. Meanwhile, I'm also watching videos of people who are squatting, and this one guy's trying to get rid of them, and the weird laws. I'm like, this is depressing me. I can't watch this guy get rid of squatters. That just brings up all these bad feelings of people just stealing houses and stuff. The entitlement. YouTube, as much as we rag about social media and stuff, it's also brought in some just unique personalities and unique perspectives of people and how they live their lives. I mean, things like when Archer is just doing lawn care and then goes to the lake or something like that. It's unique. I mean, it's seeing him, how he spends his time. You're not going to see me doing lawn care, though, because I don't have a lawn. As much as I'd like to have a lawn, or a place at least, I would like to have a place to live. That would be awesome. Not a rent. I'd like to have a place I own. That'd be swell. Can I have that, please? Oh, wow, it's so messy in here. A part of me wants to have a place. A part of me doesn't want to be a homeowner just because of all the. It's like the Tom Hanks Shelley Long movie, the money pit. That's all it is. Just a friggin' money pit. All the money you dump into this place. There we go. It's very forgiving. Jump to the other side here. Yeah, so much mess in there too. There we go. It's very forgiving. Thank you for being forgiving. Oh, I think it's the bottom too. Yeah, look at that. You can see the big giant spot there. All right. I don't need you. I'm gonna move you over to the side. And where's that other one? That's right there. This is what I want right here. A little closer. That work? Yeah, that works. Oh, there you go. Into the mouth. Into the belly of the beast. The front there too. I think I got everything. Yeah, let's spray it down and see if I did it. Yeah, I did it. Look, Ma, I did it. Oops, oops. Come on. There you go. Look at that right. Look at that. Perfectly parked, that sucker. That's awesome. There's this one guy I've seen online. I'm just playing while I'm watching live. There you go. What are you playing there, Dom? You playing the murder mystery? There's this one guy I've seen who does beautiful paintings with Power Washing Simulator. He recently did one of Darth Vader on the side of an AT-AT. It was incredible. I don't have that skill. That's why that guy's getting all the views. I can't draw Darth Vader on the side of a Millennium Falcon or an AT-AT. Not with these controllers. It was. Oh, I'm out. It was beautiful. There we go. One section at a time. Oops. There we go. It's better. You just have to come up from different angles. The water's soothing sound too. I haven't done this yet. Okay, let's do this. Ding, ding, ding. Oh, I'm missing the whole top part of this too, aren't I? Alright, let's soap it up again. the gun turret. I noticed when I was down below, I couldn't see inside. It was too dark. They tinted the windows. All right. Nice. Strafing. Find this very calming. All the anxiety of I should be doing something with my time is being put away while I clean an imaginary spaceship. There we go. That was a big one. That helped. When you feel that ding, it's actually if you actually feel like you accomplished something. I think. Oh, look at that. Any other hoses here? I think we're good for the hoses. Okay, the cockpit. Yeah, I'm working my way towards the cockpit here. Oh my God, this is so much more. One of the things, one of the videos I watch sometimes is people cleaning pools. It's usually a quick one, but it's just like the chemicals they put in, the issues. We're trying to find a leak or something like that. It's interesting. Some satisfying videos I watch are, people emptying draining something. Like the streets are filled and you just gotta unclog the drain. The what do you call it? The grill, whatever you call it. So it was pretty satisfying. Grate, drain grate, I think is the word I'm looking for. There we go. Soap's out. It's like snow. Street grate, yeah. That's always pretty satisfying. There we go. I've seen people like empty dams or ponds. They're overflowing, so they just kind of cut down a beaver dam because that's what's causing a lot of the problem. Those are always pretty satisfying videos. Missing something here. Come on. Get in there. There we go. That helps. Oh, I think it's this that's holding me back. Pizza Man's here. Murder Mystery 2. Mwahaha. I am the killer. Is that a Roblox game? Mystery Man? Or Mystery... What did I say? Murder Mystery. Oh, look at this. I totally forgot this part here. Glaring mistake. I am the murderer. I love how when it's clean, the soap just automatically just disappears. Just gradually disappears, I should say. Yep, see that. There we go. I love those dings. Give it to me. Suck it to me, baby. Give it to me, baby. There we are. Okay, we'll do this turret after we do this. I feel like The Offspring is a guilty pleasure, but they have so many good songs. The Offspring is great. This is one long piece, I feel. Long spine that goes up to the cockpit. It's totally worth the money I spent. They had a lot of great songs. The Kids Aren't All Right is a great one. I think it was one of their later ones, too. The video's messed up, too. I like the video. Really, all these people keep morphing into other things. There we go. Okay, we're gonna get a look into the cockpit here, I think. All of a sudden we see Nyan Nun sitting in there like, somebody let me out! Yeah. Oh man, if they did a Nyan Nun reference, that'd be killer. Okay, we got in the sides here. We'll see like his cap sitting on one of the chairs. Or he's trapped inside. Let me out, yeah. But nobody understands him. They think he's just celebrating. Because he keeps laughing, but that laughing actually means he's in pain. Whoa. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6. Come on. A little closer. Does that work? Oops. Oh, try again. It's a little too close. Okay, well, I'm a little close to the edge here. It'll work. Oh, the window got done already. Yeah, it looks like it's tinted. Won't be able to see in. Yeah, I can't see in. Come on. Ah, that's a shame. That would have been cool. It's a jump scare. Yeah. Ah! All right, you go over here. That works. That's a little closer. Is it too close? I think that's too close. Yeah, it's too close. Still a little bit too close, but it will do. There we go. It's all coming together. It's all coming up Millhouse. Right there. Will that work? I think this works. Oh, yeah, it's too close. Too close. All right, no problem. I'm the one that brings a scratch to the Millennium Falcon, not Lando. Cockpit window. Nice. Yeah, I can't see in there. That's a shame. Ooh. Oh, no, it's still... What else is missing here? Oh, right here. Come on. Give it to me. Oh, that wasn't good. Well, I barely made that one. Oh, there we go. All right, so what's next here? Oh, this one here, this one. There we go. There we go. See, I left the old one. The old version didn't allow this. You had to find it yourself. It kind of told what was missing, but not where it was. You're always kind of like, where is the damn thing? You hear the bubbles working. That means it's working. Almost done. Get right up in there. There we go. This is looking good. There's a whole bunch of stuff in the cracks here. But over here. Yep. Over here. Over here. wonder if that video game with Clean the Library is available for the PS5. That seems like a cool one. I want to try to check to see if that's available. I mean, how much computer speed do you really need for that? You're putting a book on a shelf repeatedly. I've been seeing more rumblings of that game Militianer, where you have to live in this world with this giant police officer. It feels like it's in Russia or something like that. I want to know when that's coming out. Water Park Simulator. I happen to be wearing a shirt with that right now, with Queso's Water Park Simulator, Goob Lagoon. But man, it's been advertising that on the PlayStation for the last year and a bit, and not a single update on when that's coming out on PlayStation. It's so disappointing. That's a game I would love to play. There we go. All right. So there's this, and then there's probably a handful of smaller things I'm missing. Water Park Simulator would need a lot of computer power, I feel, because there's NPCs moving around. They're flying across the water slide. They all have an option, like they all have a mission, like buy a hot dog or want lemonade. And there's a lot going on with that game. I understand there are some limitations to that, but with a library game, I don't see why. It's just putting books on the shelf. Let's see here. My stomach's grumbling. There we go. I don't know why it took so long. Is that it? That's it. Alright, what else am I missing here? Missing something underneath? Yeah, it's right there. Oh, I see ya. I see you, baby. Alright, need you. Hang on, I got a ladder here. Let's see if this ladder works. Let's put it here. Oops. And up. Oh, there we go. That's helpful. There we go. Now you're cooking with gas. We're almost done, folks. Oh, this part. Oh, wow. How did I miss this? That was quick. Fall in here. Oh, I can fit in here. That's what I wanted to do. There we go. I fit inside. This is awesome. This is what I was trying to do earlier. I accidentally came across it. And now, now I have to get out, I think. Is there any more down here? Well, underside of fuel drive pressure stabilizer, underside thrust vector flap. Whatever. Well. Oh yeah, that is messy. How did I miss that? Oh, the force will be with you. Always. That's the trophy. We're done. Let's step back, look at my amazing work. Take a look at the clean job I did here. Up the stairs, like a Ghostbuster. Look at that. That is a clean Falcon. I'm working on the underside. You can't see me. Oh, that's so cool. POW2, I'd like to thank you in both my official capacity as a senior member of the Rebel Alliance and as a friend for escaping from Imperial clutches to help our fight against the Empire. They sold me, but thank you. I appreciate that you think I escaped. I understand that you wish to stay here on Endor, where you proved very popular with the natives. I can see they're a great judge of character. May the Force be with you. I'm living with the Ewoks, hosing them down, getting all those ticks and burrs off of their fur. Oh, that's good. I think that's it. And then you can replay the levels all you want here. That's so cool. I have $15. Where does the dollars come from? I can't remember how that works. That is so cool. Now, I do want to take a quick peek at this one here. This was the other level that came out. So the miniature village was you. If you're familiar with the miniature village, that was this one here. I was working on that earlier, and man, that is a challenging one. I didn't realize how challenging this level was. It's again like the Falcon. There's nooks and crannies and stuff. We'll just jump in here real quick. I thought this level was lost actually, or I thought my production was lost. So I had cleaned all that and I was working over here. But so yeah, this is the miniature village, but they have a new one, bowling alley. Hey, Soki Doki, welcome to Fumerol. Fumerol? Now that we've got our funding back, we're free to do more than chop wood and pump out gas all day. Who knew? First up in our cultural region program is our once legendary Pin City Bowling Alley. It hasn't opened its doors since 1986 when something weird went down and its owners suddenly and mysteriously shut up shop. Don't worry, though there's no ghosts or weird stuff in here that we know of. Don't worry, though, there's no ghosts or weird stuff. Don't worry. They got the comma in the wrong place. Don't worry, though there's no, yeah. Don't worry, though, comma, there's no ghosts or weird stuff in there. That's where the comma should be, that we know of. Let's start a new, I just want to take a peek here, since I'm here. I can already hear a bowling ball. Wow, look at this. This place is huge. It's where you get your shoes. This is similar to the roller derby. This is for bowling alleys. This is pretty small, to be frank. Hey, how you doing? How are you? You're wobbly. And then this is the bowling alley here. Spooky. I wonder. I can pick it up. Ready? Did I get a strike? I don't think that can. What the? What? What's going on? Ha ha! Resets it. And it's clapping. Does it come back? Hang on. Oh, no, no, other way, other way. Place. Hang on, let's get the... Here we go, Ray. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, man. Pick it up. Try this one. I almost got a strike on that one. I don't think the last strike counted because I think I washed the pins by accident. Let's try this one. Oh, I missed that one. No. Hang on, I'm going to clean this off here. try this again. I'm running out of balls here. Okay, right? Wow, that went flying. Almost. Oh, it comes out there. Look at that. Okay. All right, let's try this again. I am doing bad here. There you go. Right. How about this? Oh, wow. Okay. There, I got some power on that sucker. Hey, Mr. Baxtastic, how you doing? I'm bowling in a very grimy place. Hang on, Stress. Almost. Is there? Did I miss it? Okay, this one hasn't been done yet. Let's try this one. All right. Put it right here. Boop. Okay, here we go. I skipped it. I don't think it's going to count as strike if I got a gutter ball. Nope. Let's try this again. I'm clearing it all up. Let's try it again. Ready? There you go. That's a good one. Oh, missed it. Okay, let's try. Come on, next one. Pick it up. Thank you. Okay, get down. Oh, got it! I thought I was supposed to get a strike for that one. Hang on, let me check my trophies. No, that was the view all trophies. Oh, never mind. Sorry. Did I go out screen here? Okay, I'm back. No, sorry. This is the another added level. I just finished the Millennium Falcon, but I'm looking to see. I'm looking to see if they have any other trophies for this other level, but I don't think they do. Ah, well. Well, I thought I could get a trophy for bowling, but apparently I can't. So maybe I'm missing something. So I'm going to check that off later. But I'm going to wrap it up here. But this is really cool. Hey, I cleaned something. Here you go. Did anything come on the screen? Oh yeah, look at that! Strike. The screens work. That's so cool. So if I... Hey, here we go. Strike, 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 strike! Thank you. Thank you very much. There we go. All right, let's wrap it up here. Thanks for watching. I'm going to play this on my own time now, but I don't think that's cheating. That's not cheating whatsoever. I don't know what you're talking about. This is complete. Yeah, this is complete. This is legit. Totally. This is why I'm bringing it to the next bowling game. I'm going to bring my power washer and my own bowling ball. Whoop, hang on. Come back here. I'm just obsessed doing this. Cheating. I don't know what to talk about. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. See, that's not cheating. I'm just giving the ball a hand. That's all I'm doing right now. See, strike. It's all strike. Total strikes. Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna wrap it up. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys have a good rest of your Sunday. Enjoy the pierogies, Tony. Thanks for popping by, Dom, and thanks for popping by, Backstastic. We'll talk to you guys later. We're going live on Tuesday. Talk more Real Ghostbusters episode. What episodes are we talking about? Jamie just told me today. Um, oh, hang on, pulling it up here. Season 2, Episode 37, The Headless Motorcyclist. And then Season 3, Episode 5, Once Upon a Slime. So The Headless Motorcyclist and Once Upon a Slime. That's what we're going to be talking about on Tuesday. And then on Thursday, we're going to be talking of Jamie's pick for movies, Bedazzled, starring Brendan Fraser and Elizabeth Hurley. And the second episode, I don't know if we're going to live or not, but we are doing, I've got trivia set up just in case the other guys don't make up their mind on what to do. I've got trivia all set up, 90s trivia. It's going to be lots of fun. So I've made a 30-question trivia, all based on 90s facts, and I think it'll be good. So, anyways, we'll talk to you later. Thanks, everybody. Bye.